Hello, buddy, the Sergeant here, and welcome to a monumentous episode. Welcome to the Comic Countdown number 30. Yes, the Comic Countdown number 30. It is here. This is the finale of the Comic Countdown. Although, I made an announcement video, what was it, like 2 weeks back now, something like that, 3 weeks, saying, I told you guys that the Comic Countdown and my comic calls are ending. My last comic call already happened because it's for this Comic Countdown. This Comic Countdown is for comic call number 60. But, yes, this is the last Comic Countdown. But it is coming back, and so are the hauls. Actually, I have a haul already to show you guys. I'm going to record that right after this, it'll be called All New Comic Call number 1, except I'll probably have the actual title of the video before. I'm doing an all new layout for the title too, which you guys will see, which is nice, I think. And also the Comic Countdown's ending, but it's not really ending because it's getting rebranded. It's going to be called Ranked. So when you see the next Comic Countdown, it'll be called Ranked number 1, and it'll be I'll be ranking the comics from my all new comic call number 1. So it's all getting rebranded and all new number 1s and everything. I'm basically friggin' restarting my universe like Marvel and DC. I'm pulling a conversion or a Secret Wars on us. So yeah, interesting. Anyway, for this Comic Countdown, the last one, I have 7 books, but I have 6 books to rank because I got 2 of the same book here of The Walking Dead, which we'll get into. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to show you guys the 6 books I have to rank today. We have Black Widow, issue number 5. We have All New, All Different Avengers, issue number 11. We have Spider-Man, issue number 6, a Civil War II tie-in. We have Deadpool, issue number 15, a Civil War II tie-in. 2 Civil War II books, that's nice. Which actually really makes me want to actually start picking up Civil War more. The Walking Dead, issue number 157, The Whisper War, part 1 of 6. The regular cover and the Arthur Adams variant, which actually is the only variant I found out for sure. The other name was just the colorer, and he has a variant for each of the Whisper War issues. And Contest of Champions, issue number 1. Oh yes, a brand new number 1. Though because of the consequences or the books I got in the haul you're going to be seeing after this, the all new Comic Call number 1. There's a book. I've started a new series. I wasn't intending to, but I'll get into that in that haul. And actually, I've not even got the first issue of it. I've got the first 2 issues of it, and it's actually a brand new series. Like it literally just came out. I mean, it has 2 issues, but it literally just came out. So yeah. But yes, anyway, we're going to get right into the Comic Countdown here. The final Comic Countdown, number 30. And we are going to start ranking with my least favorite book of this week. If you don't know what the Comic Countdown is, where I go through, I should have said this before, but it's where I go through and rank my books, rank my comics from my latest haul, from my least favorite to my favorite. And my least favorite this time around, my number 6, is All New, All Different Avengers, issue number 11. This was good. This was, actually, I like this quite a bit better, this issue quite a bit better than the last issue, issue number 10. This was really good. It was really good. It just, still, it feels kind of bleh, in a way. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I really like the characters, and all the characters in this issue, and how their interactions and stuff. And actually, the MVP of this comic, probably the best part of this comic, was Miles Morales, and some of the lines he had. It was great. I really enjoyed Miles. Sorry. And actually, at the end, spoiler alert, we see that everybody else has made it out of the negative zone except for Miles. So that's where it sets up the next issue, and that's why Miles is on the cover of issue 12. I've actually seen the cover for issue 12 like 2 or 3 times now because it's been there in my pull list. I've been behind by like 2-ish, like 13. 13 isn't out, but actually All New, All Different Avengers Annual just came out, which is a fan fiction Miss Marvel special, blah blah blah. I didn't get it. It's not in my comic haul. I'll tell you guys that. I only got 6 books in my new comic haul, and that is not one of them. But I will be getting it. It's an extra $1, but I will be getting it because it is a series that I am collecting. And there was a variant for it, but I'm getting the regular coverage in my pull list. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get both if I have enough. But yes, anyway, like I was saying, Uh, this is my least favorite book, but it was really good at the same time. All the characters were great. Miles, what definitely made the book. So yeah, we're just gonna move on here with my number 5, which is Contest of Champions issue number 1. That actually part of the reason that I made All New All Different Avengers my least favorite was because I really didn't want an issue 1, which was Contest of Champions, to be my least favorite, and it wasn't, to be honest. I mean, it might have pushed it a little bit, so All New All Different Avengers was my least favorite, but I really did enjoy this more. This was really good. I knew I was gonna like this just from the concept, and I have played the game for it. I don't have it right now. I actually deleted it because I needed space. I could probably re-download it, but I don't really play it that much. Even when I have it, I just play it every once in a while. But it is a fun game. I just How about the games I play? Like Avengers Academy is like my favorite mobile game from, especially from Marvel. I play Future Fight too. There's so many Marvel games like this got pushed aside, but I really do enjoy it because the game has it actually has X-Men and like characters that Marvel don't own, unlike the other games. But I'm not going to get into that. That might be an RJ talk sometimes. But I knew I was going to like this comic because of the concept, and because, like I said, I played a game. And actually, I just learned from this comic that there was a mini-series called this, and that's where the game is inspired from. And then this comic was inspired by the game, which was inspired by the comic, but the mini-series from like the 1980s. I think it was that it was from. It was either 1980s or 90s. But whatever. But yeah, this was really good. We got to see Outlaw, who's the British Punisher, and I really like that character. And then my favorite character actually in this was probably Guillotine, which half this book, it's a pretty decent sized book. Half this book was basically like basically like the issue, and like all about Outlaw, and then like about the contest and blah blah blah. Then like the second half was a story about Guillotine. I forget her actual name, but she is an awesome character. I like her design, and she was like my favorite character, or at least my favorite like new character that we got to see. And then we also saw, like, at the end of the first half, we saw White Fox. We saw White Fox. Yes, I'm called her Silver Sable, but it's White Fox. Anyway, moving on. I'm not gonna get. I don't want to go too much into these comics because I might do a recap and review eventually. And with ranked, I'm gonna make it more about the ranking even more, even though it's already mostly about the ranking. I'm gonna try not to say too much, and that's like it doesn't give away too much, then maybe I will. But anyway, moving on to my number 4, like I was trying to say, it is Deadpool issue number 15. So we're two-tying. Oh my god, this was good. This is really good. This was actually, like All New All Different Avengers, a lot better than the last issue. That's kind of like the theme of this. That really is the theme of this haul, because all these issues, except maybe Walking Dead, were like way better than the last issue. This was really good. Oh my god, the best part of this book, I would say, Black Panther appears, and him and Deadpool kind of battle and stuff. And then, like, Deadpool is also, like, trying to deal with Ulysses, because he he kind of wants to find out about his daughter, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but Black Panther and Deadpool's battle was definitely the best part. There was a lot of awesome jokes in this. Oh, it was great. Some toilet humor, but, oh, this was awesome. This was an awesome issue. And it looks like Black Panther's going to show up in another Deadpool book too, I think. I forget what it was. I forget if it's a Spider-Man vs. Deadpool or in the Marks for Money or something like that. I forget now. But I saw him in something else too. Yeah, there was a variant, I think, for Spider-Man vs. Deadpool, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I forget. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. We're going to move on to my number 3, which is The Walking Dead number 157. We got the 2 covers here, the nice Arthur Adams variant, which all the covers are going to be connecting, and the regular cover. This was great. I genuinely loved this issue. This was great. I'm not going to say much. This storyline is going to like change the foundation of The Walking Dead by the looks of it and by the sounds and what Robert Kirkman says for a lot of characters. Look at the 12 panel. It's in 12 panel format, and look at the last page. All those characters apparently going to have different lives. This is great. Negan, great as always. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. We are throwing that to the side. And going to my number 2, which will reveal my number 1. We have Black Widow issue number 5. We have Spider-Man issue number 6. Will Spider-Man redeem itself and become number 1 again after last time? Become a number 2 for the first time? Will it redeem itself and start again on another streak of being number 1? Or will Black Widow, for the first time, be number 1? This has been a situation we've seen a lot. Black Widow and Spider-Man I usually get in the same haul, except for the last time when I got Spider-Man International Iron Man and didn't have Black Widow. But Black Widow is my number 2. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that haul where Black Widow becomes my number 1, because it almost happened this time. This issue was amazing. After last issue was really good, and I have to read it again, but my experience was soured because the letter page, the last page of my comic, the letter page got a bit smudged, and like the words you can barely read them, and then there was like a mark on the cover. I might get a new version of it, so that kind of ruined my experience last time. But oh my god, this made up for it, and this issue was great. And next issue is the conclusion of the first arc, and we are gonna see. It sounds like, well, we're gonna see Iron Man, but it sounds like we're also gonna see Bucky in the next issue. So that's great, and it looks like, because on the cover you can tell. So I can't wait. This is great. I don't want to say anything. There is some death in this issue. Not too major, but kind of in terms of Black Widow's relationships. And then we got to see a bit more Weeping Lion, so that was cool. That's all I'm going to say. Shield, Weeping Lion, Black Widow. One of my favorite characters and one of my favorite series. Oh my god. Anyway, moving on to my number 1. Oh, this could be one of my favorite books of all time. I don't know. Definitely top 20, maybe top 10. Oh, this was good. This was good. I've always been a fan of Brian Michael Bendis' work, and the writing that goes into this book is spectacular. This issue had new art. We have Leon and Gracia. Oh my, the art in this book was great. I mean, the art of the series has always been great, but I think I like this art a bit better, actually. I really liked the art. The art really suits the characters. I really liked it. I was a big fan of the art. That was like the first thing that caught my eye and that I wanted to talk about. The art was great. This was the absolute best Civil War II book that I have read to date. This was great. This tied into it spectacularly. We got to see Iron Man show up and talk to Miles, and it was a great conversation. When you think about it, not much really happened in this issue, yet everything kind of happened. It really set the foundation for how Miles is going to play into Civil War II, and is just going to play into the battle, just going to play into this whole situation, and then it just kind of really showed the relationship aspect between Iron Man and Miles too, and it was really great. I don't even know how to explain it. The dialogue, the writing of this book is absolutely amazing, and this is why Brian Michael Bendis is my all-time favorite comic writer. This was great. I loved it. More gold balls, more gang. We got the kind of like freeway, nice stuff going there with, and we got some jokes going on here too. We got to see his dad, his mom. Jessica Jones was in here. This was a packed issue. This was great. Oh, it looks like next issue we're gonna see Captain Marvel and Spider-Man show up, and Nova and Miss Marvel too. And I can't wait. It's gonna be another Civil War II tie-in by the looks of it. It should be anyway, and this book, like, literally made me want to pick up the main Civil War II series and go get issue 1 at ASAP, and I actually might. We'll see what happens. But this was literally a spectacular, this is not Spectacular Spider-Man, but this was a spectacular issue of Spider-Man. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this comic countdown, the final one, and, like, maybe the best way to go out with such a great issue, such an amazing issue, not even Amazing Spider-Man, please like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you want to. And please watch the next video that comes out, which will be the all-new Comic Call number 1. And anyway, guys, I'll see you all in that video, the next video. And anyway, peace out.